Special thanks to those who voted on the poll. Really appreciate it. So, a while back, Crunchyroll announced an original series that'll be released in 2019 known as High Guardian Spice, and if you've been under a rock for the last little while, let's see I'm not the only one. But also, the reveal didn't go over too well. Likes and dislikes were disabled on the YouTube trailer, comments were disabled, and a debate over the company/provider ensued, which I'm not gonna cover because, well, topics on High Guardian Spice, not Crunchyroll. But since the drama died down a bit, and since I'm incredibly late to stuff, what do I think of the show so far? Well, honestly, I'm not that excited based on the minimal amount of information we got up to this point. See, as many people know, when this was first announced, we didn't get a trailer showcasing what's to come with the animation/visuals like with Thundercats Roar. All we got was a poster and a video showcasing who is working on it behind the scenes and what they set on doing with it. Sound familiar? Yeah, this is basically the equivalent of a video to get people to donate to a Kickstarter campaign, except they don't need your money in this case. Either that, or it sounds like something you would likely see in a meeting to pitch the show to executives, not for a product that's already been greenlit and is slated for release in a year. This is also an issue when you consider that animation takes a long time to make for both professionals and people who aren't in the industry like people who animate for YouTube videos. If this product is set for release next year, that means they have some form of animation to show because this isn't a product they just thought up the day prior to the announcement. We even see in the trailer they have reference sheets, concept art, and preliminary backgrounds made. That stuff takes time to make. Heck, even showing 30 seconds of animation is fine, as shown with the first teaser for Season 1 of Netflix's Castlevania series. But instead, they decided to focus their announcement on what goes down behind the scenes, and this is where the controversy got huge. In the trailer, a large emphasis was put on how diverse and how much representation the show was going to be, and a lot of people weren't happy about this since it took up a good chunk of the trailer, with the show itself being relegated to a few seconds of preliminary work, concept art, and a poster that got made fun of numerous times online, both with serious tweets and the memes. Now personally, I don't have an issue with diversity or representation in my media if it's done well. My problem is in execution, because if it bombs hard, then it doesn't exactly make the complaints about diversity/representation simmer down a bit for a lot of people. For the record, I've seen films with the entire staff being women or the main cast of characters being all women that can be good, and same with men. But I've also seen films with all male or all females taking up most of the cast/main characters that are shit. And I'm showing them on screen as examples. To me, any sex as well as gender, which also includes genders outside of female or male, so if someone tries to accuse me of being sexist, hopefully this dispels that notion, can make good and bad products regardless of who is working on a single project. Same with representation. I've seen good and bad cases of this, and I'm glad to see them appear in media, especially if they're executed well, since it's like the cherry on that particular topic sundae. In both cases, it all boils down to execution. There's a good way to execute it and a bad way to execute it. Now, for the record, I did decide to take a look at the crew's IMDb pages, and their talents do range from decent to good, so at least the writers have some decent or good experiences under their belts prior to this, which may be a sign of hope that this will be a good product. But again, if the show succeeds or fails, it's going to be because of how they execute it, not because of the sex/gender or the person who wrote it. So if it's not diversity or representation that I have an issue with, then why am I not excited for the show? Well, as stated previously, there's nothing for me to get excited about right now because they haven't released anything outside of that trailer I just finished talking about, and this poster, which looks okay, but nothing else about it makes me want to watch it based on just this alone. Is it nice to see a diverse cast? Absolutely, especially if, like I said, it's executed well. But since all we have is this announcement video and poster to go off of, then why should I get excited right now? Especially in comparison to upcoming shows with trailers behind them that are more about the show we'll be watching and not behind the scenes information. Hell, I'm not even a big fan of She-Ra, but the trailer looks promising and I may give it a watch when the show comes out. I can't even say why should I care about it because, well, I'm doing a video on the topic. But what I can say about the show is simply that I'm not interested for the time being until the studio/showrunners give its audience more material / a trailer with animation from the show itself. For now, I'm not going to worry too much about the show because, well, again, this is all we have so far. A poster, a video about who's going to be making the show behind the scenes, and concept art. Maybe the show will be good when it comes out next year, maybe it won't. We'll just have to wait and see. Till then, I got some Netflix and Crunchyroll original anime to knock off my backlog, so I'll see you next time.